Good morning, students of class 11. Today I will discuss the next part of the chapter, that is redox reaction. The last day I have discussed about the general definition of what is oxidation and reduction. Now today I will discuss what is oxidation state. Now you have the preliminary concept about what is valency. Now the modern form of valency in the case of redox reaction is called the oxidation. So valency is that we know it, that is the how many numbers of hydrogen atom or the twice the number of oxygen atom are attached with an element, then it is its valency. Now here we have to take the concept of the redox reaction at the same time, there increasing the oxidation state and also decreasing the oxidation state. Now already we have shown some type of example with that. For example, Na to Na plus, Na to Na plus, it is the oxidation reaction plus electron. Now here the oxidation state is plus. Suppose it is plus 2, then the oxidation state will be plus 2. Suppose Al plus 3, 3 plus, the oxidation state here is 3 plus. So in this way we have to calculate the oxidation state. Now the oxidation state, it is the, by definition we can tell that it is the in a compound it is ascertained according to the set of rules formulated on the basis of electrons in a covalent bond belong entirely to the mode electronegative element. So it is basically that part, that is it is discussing when there is a covalent bonding in between the elements to form a compound. And for example NH3, now how many covalent bond is there? There are three covalent bond, that is uh, which is done with three hydrogen atom. Now here in case of AlCl3, here also three covalent bond. In case of PCl5, there are five covalent bond. Now we have to know the individual valency of the elements. Now coming to the rules, first rule is that the elements in its free state, the oxidation state is 0. So the hydrogen, oxygen, or we may say iodine, another one that is iron, in that case the oxidation state is 0 everywhere. So you may write it down by using 0 above their symbol or above their formula. So it is the correct representation of their oxidation state. Okay, so it is the first rule, that have an element or any molecule having in free state, that is element or a compound have molecule having in free state, the valency is assumed to be as 0. Next, the valency of the hydrogen. Now hydrogen in free state it is 0, but the charge in a charged species, what happens? Hydrogen having electronic configuration 1s1, so it can release one electron forming H plus. Okay, so here only one electron is released. So as the number of electrons released is equal to 1, so here oxidation state is 1 plus 1. Okay, it is only the charge which is as a superscript of their symbol. Okay, so here charge is plus 1, its oxidation state is plus 1. So when hydrogen is bounded to any less positive element, when hydrogen is connected with less electropositive element, for example in case of HCl, now Cl is less electropositive, it is an electronegative species. So when hydrogen is connected with less electropositive than hydrogen, then the oxidation state is assumed as plus 1 and it is fixed. But in case of, if it is connected with more electropositive element, for example in the hydride, that is metal hydride, one example of metal hydride may be sodium hydride, potassium hydride, etc. Okay, now here sodium or potassium is more electropositive than hydrogen. So here the tendency to release electron will be higher in case of sodium and potassium. For in that case, as the molecule overall is neutral, there is no charge over its head. So Here hydrogen will take as -1 oxidation state, or the valency is -1. So in that case, that is when hydrogen is connected with more electropositive elements, then their oxidation state of hydrogen will be -1, except that the oxidation state of hydrogen is +1 always. Next one, the oxidation state of the halides, that is Cl. What happens that Cl to Cl minus, it is its nearest noble gas configuration of argon, 18 electronic configuration. Okay, so here only one electron is taken up by the chlorine atom. So here, as electron is taken up and the charge is -1, so its valency or oxidation state is -1. So how a molecule becomes neutral? HCl, here is it +1, it is -1, so overall it becomes neutral. But if you see that any charge is there, for example, FeCl4 minus, FeCl4 minus, follow that species, here is the overall charge, but in case of FeCl3 there is no charge above its head, so it is a charged species. Now the oxidation state of iron here and here, that is in FeCl4 minus and FeCl3, both are different, and as the oxidation state is different, so the charge is left in the iron's head. So in that way, so we know hydrogen valency is +1 and chlorine -1. Next, coming to the another one very important element, that is oxygen. Okay, so in general, oxygen having the oxidation state of -2, having oxidation state of -2. Now taking the -2, that is 2 electron, it can gains the nearest noble gas configuration, that is of neon. Okay, because of it is a 10 electronic system, so neon having 10 electrons, so oxygen will takes up 2 electron. We know it from the valency also, because of oxygen shows -2 valency, so it is thus the modified form of the valency, but valency is applicable to the central metal atom, but here the valency or the oxidation state is applicable for the all elements of a compound or the elements itself. Next, in case of peroxide, suppose sodium peroxide, it is the exception of oxidation state of oxygen. Now if we put the oxidation state of -2, then what will happen? The overall charge will be -2 into 2, that is of -4. Okay, now as there is no charge, so the valency of sodium must be +2, because +2 into 2, that is of +4. So as by this way it can neutralize the charge, but we know that sodium, the only possibility is that Na can form Na plus, not Na2 plus, because Na plus is the stable electronic configuration. It is of electronic configuration of neon. So as it is the stable, that is fixed, so it will be +1. So +1 into 2, that is of +2. Now this +2 charge will be neutralized by 2 oxygen atom. So the -2 divided by 2, that will be -1. So -1 will be the oxidation state of oxygen in case of peroxide. There are more examples on this. That is, what is superoxide? Superoxide, suppose KO2. It is an example of superoxide. So here, as a molecule, oxygen having here +1, O2 having the valency of -1. O2. So the individual valency, if we calculate, then it becomes -half. Okay. So oxidation state is not that, it must be a numeric one. It must be there should be any decimal point maybe in there. For example, in case of superoxide, here the oxidation state of oxygen is equal to -half. So here there were some exceptions on calculation of the oxidation state. Now coming to the next section, that is the molecule. Molecule itself, having no charge, molecule itself having no charge, because it is neutralized by the other species. But if there is a charged species, then for example SO4 2 minus, here it is a charged species, it is an ion. So in that case the valency of the sulfate is equal to 2 minus, that is minus 2. Okay, now coming to some examples regarding to that. First example, that is carbon in CH4. CH4, we have to calculate the oxidation state of carbon. Now hydrogen is more electropositive than carbon, so here hydrogen having plus 1, so plus 1 into 4, that is plus 4. So as it is a neutral, it will be minus 4. So here the oxidation state of carbon is equal to minus 4. In case of KMnO4, in the manganese in KMnO4, we have to calculate the oxidation state of manganese. Now we know plus 1 for potassium, and minus 2 into 2, that is into 4, that is of minus 8. Okay, now to neutralize the charge, manganese should be plus 7. And one easiest method is that just assume that the oxidation state of manganese equal to x. So plus 1 plus, assuming it as x, plus minus 2 into 4, that is equal to 0, because there is no charge. If there is a charge, then we will write the charge here. So x equal to plus 7. In this way we can calculate the oxidation state of the manganese in the KMnO4. In another example, that is in dichromate, what will be the oxidation state of chromium in dichromate? K2Cr2O7. We know the formula, that is K2Cr2O7. K2Cr2O7. Okay, assuming it is an X, that is 2 plus 2 plus 2x minus 2 into 7, that is a minus 14, equal to 0. So 2x equal to plus 12, so x equal to plus 6. So the oxidation state of chromium is equal to plus 6. Now what is the importance of this? Suppose in a reaction K2Cr2O7 to CrO3, so we are eligible to calculate the oxidation state of chromium here. Here chromium is in plus 6 oxidation state, because minus 2 into 3. So there is no change in the oxidation state. So we have to find further more example on that case. Suppose K2Cr2O7. Now just assume K2CrO4. K2, just there is a change, K2CrO4. Okay, here plus 2, here minus 8, so it is plus 6. So in that case also there is no change in the oxidation state. Okay, when there will be the specific example come, it will clear to you. Another one example we will start, that is H3PO4, the phosphorus in H3PO4. Okay, so plus 1 into 3 plus x plus minus 8 equal to 0. So x equal to plus 5. So the oxidation state of phosphorus having plus 5. Now in case of H3PO2, here also we can see that the oxidation state of phosphorus is equal to minus 4 plus 3 plus 1. In H3PO3, P equal to minus 6 minus 3, that is equal to minus 6 plus 3 plus 3. So in that way we can calculate the oxidation state of the element of a compound. So that's all for this class. On the next class we will discuss about far more example on this, and what is fractional oxidation number and what is the equivalent mass of that. Okay, so bye bye everyone.